And welcome to JTV Sports. I am Paul on the ball. The BVI Olympic Committee held its general elections at their head office in Road Reef on Wednesday night. Of the 16 possible federations eligible to vote, 15 were present and accounted for. President of the BVI Olympic Committee, Mr. Ephraim Penn, opened the evening with his president report and explained that last 4 years had some challenging times, but having come so far, now was not a time to look back.
I was hospitalized in 2010, and I lost my mother and my wife in 2011. However, the support I received from the executive body, you, the National Federation, and the wider VI community have kept me focused and have brought me and by extension this organization to this point. The question is, as an emerging NOC, where do we as a body go from here? Do we move forward together with everyone pulling their weight, or do we continue down the path of internal bickering and strife? I submit to you that we have come too far to turn back now. We have to continue to build on our strengths and to overcome our weaknesses.
And Treasurer of the BVI Olympic Committee, Mr. Mark Chapman, in his report, explained that there are many grants available for youngsters once transparency exists in the individual federations and they do the correct paperwork to apply for them.
I'm involved in a number of charitable organisations. I love this one because I know that there's someone out there desperate to give us money. For those of you that are involved in your federations or other charitable organisations, you know you're begging and begging and begging. We've got a mammoth out there that just says you operate professionally and with accountability and you have proper programs, we will send you the money. And you know, our tiny little federation that's awesome. Naturally we can access at $500,000. And we just have to make sure, and that's why I'm here, to make sure that it's spent and accounted for in an appropriate manner.
Legal advisor of the BVI Olympic Committee, Mr. Jamal Smith of Thornton and Smith, clarified the eligibility of officers in their respective federations who wish to vote in the elections.
Representatives of national federations is critical. And in fact, the majority of persons who are eligible to vote in this election must be representatives of national federations. And not only national federations, but national federations of those who are participating in Olympic sports. So that is absolutely critical. We are open to all national federations, whether they're Olympic sports or not, but priority is given, as this is the Olympic NOC. Priority is given in terms of the majority of persons who can vote at this election must be those persons who are associated with Olympic sports. The other person who would be able to, and one before I leave the representative of the national federations, the person who is designated on behalf of the National Federation, that's an internal decision. It's not a decision for us to determine who will represent the National Federation. It's an internal decision of your organization. Only one vote per National Federation. So only one person will receive a ballot today on behalf of a National Federation. That National Federation, who that person is a matter for the National Federation, not for us.
Secretary of the BVI Olympic Committee, Mr. Dean Greenaway, in agreeing with the President, Mr. Ephraim Penn, wanted to ensure that the BVI Olympic Committee followed procedure as stipulated by the IOC.
The President, in his wisdom, is going to try to go, and it says, as I have it underlined, depending on the past practice, they have asked for the member federations, who the people are, and the people eligible to vote from those federations. That document was submitted to the IOC.
And after the election, legal advisor Jamal Smith handed over the official sealed document with the new executive and introduced the new executive members, with the only change to the members being Mr. Lloyd Black in for the incumbent General Secretary, Mr. Dean Greenaway.
The new executive members: President Ephraim Penn, First Vice President Neville Smith, Second Vice President Roy Barry, Secretary General Lloyd Black, Treasurer Mark Chapman, Athlete Representative Sabina Clement, and we have no public relations officer.
And finally, new elected president and the incumbent of the BVI Olympic Committee, Mr. Ephraim Penn, thanked everyone for their support and looks forward to building on their achievements over the last 4 years and the upcoming next 4 years.
It's a new road, a lot of work, and I see that everyone is enthusiastic about getting their federation forward, and we pledge to work as a team to fulfill your dreams and your athletes' dreams. And I look forward to your continued support as we build upon what we started already. Thank you very much.
For JTV Sports, I am Paul on the Ball. Do be a great sport.